Okay, so this is the week 3 for Earth Science, Module 9, 10. Module 11 ba kay Kwan? Hindi, tanga module tayan yun. And our competency for today's lesson, at the end of this lesson, you should be able to describe the structure and evolution of ocean basins. Ada ba boses ko matlagta? Wait. Ada. Malagdak ba guys? Okay, so our learning competencies, this one at the end of this module, you should be able to describe the structure and evolution of ocean basins. So we will be dealing or discussing about ocean basins, the features of ocean basins. So lesson 1 is the structure of ocean basin. The Earth's dynamic and ever-changing state provides a scenario that Earth undergo constant change. These changes caused by either slow or fast processes that allows the Earth's formation of Earth's structure or on the surface or at beneath the Earth. Such wind, water, and ice erode can shape the land. Geologic processes like volcanic activity and earthquakes alter the landscape in a dramatic way and somehow in violent manner. As geologic time spans, the movement of earth plates slowly reconfigures oceans and continents. So, oceans daw. And take note guys, Earth's surface makes up 70% of water and with 96.5% holds the ocean. With this information, in this lesson, or your module is designed for senior high school learners to explore the concepts of how the Earth's features contribute to understanding and the Earth processes that create the structure and formation of the ocean basins. As cited by Dr. Gillespie, with a lot of new structures being created and shaped, the ocean basins are active. Moreover, ocean basins or active basins undergo change mainly in the areas where tectonic activities take place. But if their surface is slow to change and does little more than collect sediment, so they can be inactive. The Gulf of Mexico is an example of an inactive ocean basin, where the main change that happen is slow depositing of sand and sediment. So that is only an introduction on your module. So let's discuss what is a ocean basin. When you say ocean basins, these are areas found under the sea. These areas can be relatively inactive areas where deposits of sediment slowly collect, or active areas where tectonic plates meet. So, if there are tectonic plates, ocean basins are active. Pag deposits of sediments naman yung nandun, the ocean basins are inactive. So, take note guys that any part of the earth that is covered by ocean or sea water is ocean basin. And it covers the largest area of the earth's surface. So, yan si ocean basin. Another one, ocean basin has two main characteristics. So, ayan siya. First is the land that exists under an ocean. And sunod is all topographical features. The topographical features include the continental shelf, abyssal plain, mid-ocean ridge, and other formations that may exist on the seafloor. These features on the ocean basin are obtained by using different technologies such as echo sounder, side-scan sonar, and satellite. Usually, sonar is used to determine accurately the time between the emission of a strong acoustic pulse, and the detection of its echo. The measurement of ocean depths and the charting of shape or topography of the ocean floor can be measured, which is called bathymetry. So, sonar and bathymetry are some devices used to determine the depth of these ocean basins. We also have here ocean floor. Ano ba tong ocean floor? Ocean floor is a verbatim referring to the floor of the ocean. If you happen to dive into the bottom of the ocean, then you have gone to the floor of the ocean. So, the ocean floor contain features that you might recognize as being similar to some structures of the land. So, meron ding land part dun sa ocean. That is the ocean floor. The ocean floor is primarily composed of basalt and gabbro. These are dark-colored igneous rocks with the same composition and density. However, these rocks are formed in different environments. When the magma erupts onto the ocean floor, basalt will form. Meanwhile, gabbro crystallizes from magma that cools within the oceanic crust. So, if you still remember, our class in the first quarter, we have two crusts, di ba? We have the continental crust and the oceanic crust. So, dito sa ocean floor, we have here the oceanic crust, which is composed of basalt and gabbro, which are dark in color. Okay, let's have a review. What is the color of the continental crust? Kung sa oceanic it is dark, ano naman sa continental crust? If you still remember. Hala. Anyone? Adrian? What is the color of the land in the continental crust? Alo, wala na ata sila. Erica May. Sino pa yung nagdadad to eh? We have...
May natatiman test ni Sir Brian.
Crystal Laika. What is the color? Andito yung pangalan ninyo. What is the color of the continental crust? Jewel. Okay, the continental crust is lighter than the oceanic crust. The color of the oceanic crust is dark in color in the sense that it is covered by water. Okay, so yan si oceanic crust, ocean floor. So, another one, we also have here the structure of ocean basins. So, all of these numbers here will determine or lead us the parts of the ocean basins. So, dito we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Another one, in the ocean basin, take note, ano ba? Ayaw yung pen. The number 2 here, we will not be focusing on number 2 anymore because yung focus lang natin is 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So, what are these structures of ocean basins? Structures or features, padada lang, okay? So, let us start with 1. The 1 is namely as the continental shelf. So, continental shelf is located in this part. So, ayan si continental shelf. When you say continental shelf, this portion, it is a shallow, gently sloping part of the continent crust. So, the shallow extension of the continents that would be under water. Uh, it is shallow water. It's still under the ocean, and it's kind of where you start a transition from being in land to being in the ocean. But really, you're not truly in the ocean yet. You're just kind of that shallow transition zone. So yan si continental shelf. Shallow portion or shallow extension. Next, let's have number 3. Ano naman kaya yung number 3? For number 3, we have there the continent slope. So, continent slope is located in this portion. Naman. Continental slope is a part of the ocean basin that extends and slopes after the continental shelf. So, this is the continental shelf. Then, we have here the continental slope. The boundary between the continental slope and shelf is called continental shelf break. So, boundary daw nila. So, we have here, this portion is the boundary between the continental slope and the continental shelf. So, yung continental slope natin, it is the major transition zone from being in the continents to being in the ocean. Okay? So, this is where going to go from continental crust to ocean crust. It's going to start make a transition, and where that exactly happens depends on where I'm going to be honest which margin you're talking about. So, in this diagram, I couldn't tell you where exactly the continental crust ends and where the oceanic crust begins. But the point is, this is the transition zone between them. Okay? The boundary or between continental slope and continental. It is the boundary between oceanic crust and the continental crust. Okay? So, yan si continental slope natin. Major transition zone. Next is for number 4. Yung number 4 naman natin, we have here the continental rise. So, this portion naman si continental rise. Ano naman kaya si continental rise? Continental rise, this feature found gently sloping area before the ocean floor and at the base of continental slope and formed by emerging accumulate deposits at the mouths of many submarine canyons. This is where the ocean truly begins. Take note of that. Continental rise is where the ocean truly begins. This is where you're going to find all your basaltic rocks or all your oceanic rocks. This is also where sediments from the land is going to wash off the slope and go down into the ocean basin. So, continental rise is where the ocean truly begins. Okay? Take note of that one. So, this one is the continental rise. Next, we also have this one, this line here. If we put together 1, 2, 3, and 4, this all will make up the continental margin. So, 1, 2, 3, and 4 will make up continental margin. And take note that when we say ocean basin again, it is just a generic term from continental margin to this portion to another continental margin. So, yan siya. So, yan yung 4. So, again, what is number 1? Number 1 is the, ano ulit yung number 1? Continental
shelf.
Okay, very good.
Continental
Continental shelf. Sunod, number 3.
Continental slope.
Continental slope. Then number 4 is
Continental rise.
continental rise. And what do you call if we join them all together? The line here. It is the
Continental margin.
okay,
Continental
very
margin.
good, PJ and Adrian. Continental margin. So next, let's have 5. So as you can see in the diagram, we have 5. We have 3, 5. 1, 2, and 3. So all of these 5 are called the abyssal plain. So pag sinabi nating abyssal plain, raised feature found within ocean basin. So, remember that an abyss is something that is very deep but it is not the deepest. Okay? An abyssal hill is found on the deep ocean floor. Meanwhile, abyssal plains are so flat because they are covered with sediments that have been washed off the surface of the continents for thousands of years. So, take note guys, yung abyss natin, it is found deep the ocean but it is not the deepest part of the ocean. Or simply, yung very clear term for abyssal plain, it is the flattest part of the ocean. So, dito siya. It is the flattest part of the ocean. So, yan si abyssal plain. So we have here flat, flat, flat. Okay, abyssal plain. Next, we have 7. Ano naman kaya yung 7? Number 7, as you can see in the diagram, it is located in this portion, which is deeper than 5. So, meaning, number 7 is the deepest part of the ocean. And the deepest part of the ocean is called the trench. So, yung trench natin, they are long, narrow, steep-sided depressions that contain the greatest depths in the ocean. Meron dapat in the ocean. Greatest depth in the ocean. So, dito, trenches are the deepest part of the ocean. So, the big thing about ocean trenches is they are formed from convergence. They form from the convergent boundary. And dito din sa trenches, this is where lithosphere is the thinnest part. So, thinnest part yung lithosphere natin dito. Okay? So, yan si trench. Next is we have 9. Ano naman kaya yung 9? So, 9 is the mid-oceanic ridge. This feature constitutes 20% of the Earth's surface. It is normally found rising above the ocean floor at the center of the ocean basins. Some volcanic islands are part of the mid-ocean ridge system like Iceland. So this picture here is a Iceland sample of the mid-ocean ridge. So the top of it feature is like this. So, ganito yung formation ng mid-ocean ridge. So, para siyang letter M. Okay? Mid-ocean ridge is formed through divergent. Okay? Divergence or divergent boundary. This is where oceanic crust is spreading away from the volcano out towards the edges of the continents and was a key piece of evidence that Mr. Harry Hammond has used to prove his idea about plate tectonics. So, Harry Hammond used mid-oceanic ridge to prove his plate tectonics. Okay? So, Harry, that is spelling Harry Hammond, double M. So, Harry Hammond used mid-oceanic ridge to prove his idea about plate tectonics. So, yan si mid-oceanic ridge. So, next we have number 8. So, yung number 8 natin is a seamount or a goyot, kanaklatan. Unahin muna natin si seamount. Seamount, this feature can be very large submerged volcanic mountain reaching heights up to 10,000 feet as shown in the figure in your module. However, they remain submerged under the surface of water. So, eto si seamount, which is also submerged under the surface of water. Yung goyot naman, it is similar to seamount, but it is submerged volcanic mountain with a flat top. Goyot's structure is due to erosive processes caused by waves after years. So, eto naman si goyot. So, yung number 8 natin, pwede siyang seamount or goyot. Okay? So, let's have to draw. Sample natin. This one is a seamount. Okay? Seamount. Seamount. So, this one is a seamount. Yung goyot naman natin, it is flat. Okay? Flat yung goyot natin. So, this one is goyot. Okay? Another one is we have your atoll. Yung atoll natin is the same as seamount, but there is a coral ring on top of it. So, we call this one as atoll. Mostly kasi para silang magkakapareha because all of them are submerged under water. But the structure and shape of it are different. So, yung seamount natin, guys, yung seamount is rounded. And there is an eroded mountain in it. Kunana. Next is your goyot. The best definition in goyot is it is flat top. Okay? Flat yung top niya. Goyot. Next is your atoll. Your atoll is rounded but there is a coral ring on top of it. So, you can differentiate now yung number 8 natin. So, yan yung number 8. Next is we have this one, number 6. Ano naman kaya yung number 6? Number 6 is an island. Island, a feature of an ocean basin, it extends up from the ocean basin. So, as you can see, the body of it is submerged in water, pero, meron siyang portion na nandoon sa taas. Kaya tinawag siyang island. So, there is a extended portion from the ocean basin. So, we call this one as an island. So, it is not just a little piece of land floating out there in the middle of the ocean. So, yan si island. So, let's have a review. Name all. Who wants to name all the structure of ocean basins? Who wants to... Yes, Jewel.
The structure of ocean basins. Number 1, continental shelf.
Okay.
Number 2, continental slope. Number 4, continental rise. Number 5, abyssal plain. Number 6, island. Number 7, trench. Number 8, seamount or goyot. Number 9, mid-ocean trees.
Okay, so very good. Meron kang na-miss na isa. Tatlo tong 8. Ano sila?
Atoll, ma'am.
Okay, very good. So, is it clear now? Did you get it, guys? Okay, so next is evolution of ocean basin. So, mostly in your module, it is more an experiment. So, let me just read what is present in your module. So, Sabi dito, the evolution of ocean basins, all the ocean basins were formed as a result of tectonic forces, like from volcanic rock that was released from features located at the mid-oceanic ridge. The oldest rocks found in ocean basins are approximately 200 million years ago. However, the oceanic crust is much younger than most continental crusts. The reason for this difference is that tectonic processes destroy old oceanic rocks. When oceanic crust is subducted, the ocean rock is returned to the Earth's mantle. Many of these subduction zones occur at the continental margins, where the oceanic crust meets continental crust. Subduction also creates the ocean's deep trenches. In general, plate tectonics is a very theory that configures the evolution of the ocean basins. This theory explains the dynamics of the Earth's surface, which resulted to the interaction of the overlying rigid plates with the underlying mantle. There are 5 ocean basins from largest to smallest. We have here the Pacific Ocean, which is the largest ocean basin. Next is the Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Southern and Arctic Ocean. And the largest and deepest ocean of the Earth is Pacific Ocean. Sabi ko kanina, it covers 63,800,000 square miles, a third of the Earth's surface. Among the major ocean basins, we have Atlantic Ocean, which has the simplest pattern of the ocean floor H. So in lesson 2, you can explore more on the formation of ocean basins. You can refer to the simple Wilson cycle. So the opening and closing of an ocean basin. You can just watch this from YouTube to know more about the formation of ocean basin. So may papakita dyan yung subduction, yung different processes that will form ocean basin. So hope you learned something. Is there a question? May question ba? Anyone? May question pa ba, guys? Wala na? Okay, so if you have a question, you can just PM me. Thank you and God bless. See you again on next Tuesday. Okay?